I believe that in today's world, most brands, email marketers, agency owners think sometimes that you need a flashy promotional email to make money from email marketing, including SMS. But our top performing emails and SMS this quarter had 0 discounts, no pushing products, and it still made over $20,000. And I'm going to show you how today. So first of all, the proof and why you can trust me. We have here one email, the results. We have almost 60% open rate, almost a 2% click-through rate. That's over 600 recipients, 0.64% place order rate with 219 people making an order, which equals over $20,000 worth of revenue with a $90 AOV. Second email is slightly similar style email, but just under 20K, 18,000, but similar results, 600 recipients, clicking through 204 orders. Again, just from one email. Now, across 2 identical emails, combined, they drove over $40,000. $40,000 in revenue from 2 emails. Now, here's what I'm going to show you today. Why these non-promotional emails actually outperform our sales emails, which is crazy to think because truly I did not believe before that you can send non-promotional emails and get these kind of results. I'm going to go into what made them work and how you can copy the structure step by step for your brand, for your agency, or for your client, even if you're not a copywriter, and how we're going to do that. So looking at the setup, first of all, strategy. Most brands, as we talked about, and I've mentioned this, but I just want to highlight it. Most brands today really default to selling. It's like we need to sell. Discounts, product launches, sales emails, but like I said, these 2 emails broke that pattern, and that's exactly why they worked. So instead of asking for the purchase, we focused entirely on value, and we taught people how to care for the product that either they've already bought or they're yet to buy. And here's the twist. The content wasn't anything new, and it was based solely on a blog post. Yes, a blog post with a video attached to it. And that post was getting already a ton of traffic on the website. So we just brought it into the inbox. We made it skimmable. We added a clear CTA to read the full guide, and boom, the results. Now, as you can see here, the strategy. But first of all, before I do that, I want to show a few brands that use blogs in their emails. We have MindLab Pro, sells supplements, and very good brand, very clean website, very clean emails with different educational content. Is up to date, July 21st, of different topics that our customers are interested in or subscribers are interested in. Here we have, does lime main mushroom make you sleepy? Fighting adrenal fatigue, top mushrooms for hormone balance. Again, it's combined with a little bit of SEO, but also based on topics that our customers are thinking and talking about. Huel is a great example. Huel Digest, they have different categories that are relevant to the audience. They'll have healthy eating, keeping fit, losing weight, living well. So you can click on, say, losing weight, and then it will give you a list of articles that have performed really well. And these are updated, obviously, regularly based on the traffic that they're getting. Rennie here, they sell custom night guards for teeth grinding. And so, again, they have everything that's related to teeth grinding and teeth in general and sleeping, because people essentially who come here buy a night guard because they're not sleeping well as they grind their teeth in the night, which keeps them awake. Again, this is a little bit SEO optimized. So here we've got the right teeth mouth guard from Dull to Dazzling, the DIY guides, teeth whitening, teach the dentist, choosing the best over-the-counter mouth guard. So again, like choosing the best over-the-counter mouth guard, you think it's counterintuitive because they're selling custom night guards. So technically, counter mouth guards would be a competitor. However, if you can educate your audience on how your product compares to other common options, right? And even just come across that you're giving value, your customer notices that and they appreciate it. It's all about value first. All right. So we've got into a bit about brands and different kind of blog posts. That's a start, right? You have a blog post, you see what's working, you see what what blog post is bringing the most traffic. And then you frame that email around the blog post. And the way we did it was around common mistakes. Okay. So around common mistakes, we basically didn't say, here's how to get rid of acne. Okay. That's slightly boring. And I think a lot of brands copy that formula, right? They go straight in with the solution. First of all, we basically went in with you could say curiosity, but also like a negative approach. And you'll see what I mean. So instead of saying, here's how to get rid of acne, you could say 3 mistakes destroying your skin, for example. Okay, or three mistakes that make acne thrive. Or I would say destroying your skin is probably more intense and more like, whoa. And you have the whole email framed around the common mistakes. It's designed to be skimmable, okay? So it's very short, very quick. What it means by skimmable is like quick icons, bold headlines, short copy. The entire thing could be read or skimmed over in 15 seconds. And the CTA is just one simple read the full care guide, okay? And that links directly to your blog post. And I'll get into some examples in a moment. Step 4 is segmentation. You need to make sure that who this is going to is relevant. So that article is relevant to your segment, okay? And the way to do this is if, for example, in this case, okay, say you're a skincare brand and you already have someone who's bought your skincare products, you likely don't want to go in with the 3 mistakes that are destroying your skin, right? And link them to a blog post. But maybe you have another product that you want to upsell them, right? Another blog post that you want to upsell them to. Direct them to another product that you want to upsell them. And you could try out something like similar thing, the 4 mistakes moisturizer owners make that are destroying their skin. So say they've just bought a moisturizer, right? And you're trying to sell them, I don't know, a cleanser or something. And the whole article is on about, oh, people buy moisturizer, but they don't cleanse. So you're just clogging your pores constantly, right? And then you can try and cross-sell them some skin cleanser, all right? That's kind of like an idea of like you're talking specifically to where they are. They've just bought a moisturizer. You're educating them like these are the 3 mistakes most common moisturizer owners are making. And then you make it skimmable, super short, curiosity driven. So it ends on a cliffhanger within the email and they have to click through to read the full guide. And then you have a full guide that talks about skin cleansers and how, don't moisturize without cleansing your skin first. All right, that's just an example. Segmentation is super important. Make sure you're sending the email to the right people. Don't just generalize it all the time. And then the timing. So again, we found like midweek, mid-morning. Sometimes these actual results that I showed you were great at the weekend. So people who are, on Sunday, they're scrolling on their phone in the morning, maybe just, passing the day, especially on a Sunday. You can send them an email, something educational, something value-driven. They're going to open it. They're going to read it. We're going to click through. Give it a try. So I would say try early morning weekends or midweek, maybe something like a Wednesday when people are a bit like, oh, can't wait till the weekend. Maybe you can come out with some value-driven content that gets them excited for the weekend. All depends on the brand. Okay, so first of all, this is the checklist. Now, before I go on to the checklist, take a screenshot if you want now and go work on it. But what I wanted to do is actually just show you some examples so I'm not just chatting fluff. Like what I'm saying is real. And other brands are doing this. Big brands are doing this. So give you an example. Mindlab Pro, huge brand, huge in Europe. Again, here we go. They've just done a whole email on I can't pronounce this, but Rhodiola rosea. Again, learn more. It's coming on with some facts. Again, this is a little bit longer, but it's still quite skimmable. You can get all the information you want, or at least to pique interest in this top fold here. If you're on mobile, which I can't see, but likelihood is on mobile, you'd see this image, be like, what is this? That's weird. I want to read more. And then relax with Rhodiola rosea. Okay, what do you mean relax? And then learn more, links to the blog post. Huel actually do every week. They do a digest, which is really cool. So it's like in their digest, they will highlight their top articles that are getting the most traffic. And yeah, again, they'll just keep it created. So curated content usually does really well. Electrolytes, the expert guide, a little teaser, read more. Top tips for hot weather workout, relevancy is great. A little bit of coffee, read more. Hydration hacks for hot days. So this is all summer based. So seasonal based campaigns and doing blog posts and educational content around the seasons could also work well. Relevancy always crushes it in email. So the digest, that's a really cool example of like a weekly curated content newsletter that directs them straight to educational content. And this went out on July the 13th, which is a Sunday. And like I said, Sunday, people are scrolling on their phones. They want to read stuff. Another Huel one. Let's dive into your most powerful tool, your mind. This is perfect. It's like everything is in the top and then it just goes straight into the guys and articles. Again, happy gut, happy mind. Stress isn't just about exposed by down the relationship between your mind and gut. It's like hinting towards a product, but then instead of like going like directly selling, like go buy the product, it's taking them down like, hey, we're going to give you some value first so you can learn something. And then it's going to relate to our product. Breathe deeper, feel lighter, learn scientifically proven breathing. Breathing techniques has nothing to do with the Huel product, but their brand ethos, their mission, this does, and so their customer types as well. They've done a lot of research into their customer types. Stress, again, discover the facts. And then again, they've just had here, take one thing off your plate with Huel. No stress, no flat, no faff, just balanced meals. And then they put their products in. I'd be curious to know how many people actually clicked on this. Obviously, I don't work for Huel, so I don't know. But I'd be curious to know, did people buy straight from this email through these links, or was it through the blog? And that's stuff you can check yourself. Like, okay, have a look at the heat map. Are they clicking here and then buying, or are they clicking down here and then buying? And then you can discover like what's the best way to format your emails. Great. So there's some examples using exactly the strategy that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Last thing is like, how can you replicate this? And this is where the checklist comes in. So please take a screenshot of this checklist and replicate it. Go away, do it for yourself. First of all, you want to find your best performing blog post. Use GA, Shopify, or just search your own help center. Bonus points if it answers a common questions your customer has pre and post purchase. Don't forget your post purchases because they're more likely to buy again. Step 2 is frame it around a pain or a curiosity. Okay, don't just say how to clean your XYZ. Instead, say turn it into 3 mistakes ruining your XYZ, or what 90% of XYZ owners get wrong. Okay, that's the step 2. Frame it around a pain or curiosity. Step 3 is write it like you text it. Okay, super short, super snappy. This is a really good example. This could even be shorter, really. Super short. Get it to be skimmable. Emojis, if it works with your brand, or bold headers for each one like this, bold headers. Make it easy to consume fast. Okay, back to the almost second to last point in curiosity, and link back to the full guide. So what I see a lot of brands doing is they'll end, like say this part here, they'll cut out after a word as if it's about to carry on, and then put ... and then read more here kind of thing. Always end on curiosity and link them back to the full guide, and then send it to the correct audience. Don't forget to segment. Make sure what the blog post you're sending to is relevant to your customer. If your customer, in the case of Remy, needs a night guard first, for the blog post, say how to clean your night guard, for that to make sense to them, okay, then first of all, focus on them like educational content around night guards, get them to buy a night guard, and then send them an educational content email on how to clean their night guard. Don't do the opposite, all right? So make sure to send it to the correct audience. Super simple. Again, really easy to replicate. There's literally 5 steps here. You can replicate the same. Again, you don't need to offer any discounts. You don't need to sell anything. And yeah, just watch the engagement and the revenue come in for your brand. Curious to know how this works for you. Let me know in the comments below. But the next steps, download the DTC Vault in the description. Everything you need to scale your brand to 7, 8 figures, 9 figures beyond. Subscribe for advanced email growth tips with me and Jordan. And if you want to work with Hayes, which I highly suggest that you give a shot if you haven't already, apply for a growth consultation by clicking the link below with Jordan. And yeah, we'll see how we can work together and how we can help scale your brand to the moon. Why not? Let's go. Awesome, guys. All right. Speak soon. See you on the next one.